The more information I find about Huasteca Nahuatl, the more I realize how complicated the plural structures are. Because initially, from what I'd seen, I was under the impression that, for example, inanimates didn't pluralize and that animates did pluralize, but I don't actually know that that's the case, having a look at what I have found. And I've also found that some words have plural forms that I didn't expect to have plural forms. So, for example, miak. Miak it means many. No, hold on. It means much, much, much. But you've also got a plural form, which is miyake or something. I'll find it later. But that means many. So there's actually a difference between the two, which I find both interesting and slightly annoying, because I feel like more than anything, a lot of the material that I'm finding just doesn't explain those things very well. But that's life, I suppose. I'm just searching for documents online, and the latest document I found is actually in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, so I've had to use Translate to be able to understand everything. But I've got a list of words here. So we've got water, which is at, but there's also a version at. I don't know which versions of Huasteca Nahuatl use the k and which ones don't. But I'm just going to say the words with the k sound more than anything because I like the sound. So corn cob is olot, olot. A bean is et, et. A road is, apparently there's a whole bunch of different pronunciations. I don't know which one to go with. I'll just go with the long one, which is ohtli, ohtli. But you've also got uhti, uhti, and otli, otli. I'll just go with ohtli, ohtli. You've got the word to sell, which is namaka or nemaka. I don't know which one is correct. I'll just go with namaka for now. So namaka, namaka. Root, as in the root of a vegetable or something, I think is nelwatl, nelwatl, nelwatl. But there's also nelwat, nelwat, and nalwat. These are all dialectal differences, and I'm not entirely sure what aligns with Eastern Huasteca, which is the one that I've kind of zoned in on. The next one is I, na or naha, naha. There's also netwatl. I think for me it's just na, na. You is ta or taha, taha, or te watl, but I just go ta. Wind is, there's a bunch of different words. You've got ahakat, no, ahakat, yekat, ahakat, oh, it's the same word as before, and ehekat. You've got a lot, so miak, 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 miak. To turn, return, which is guepa, guapa. That seems to be the two variants. You've got far, so wahka, wehka, wahka, wehka, the same. We, which is tahamin, amih, tewantin, tohwantin, tohwantin. Yes, so the same. Fire, so tit, tek, tit, and click. So you can see there's lots of different words to, cover different things. Now let's have a look at some of the grammar that I was able to grab from this. So, some of the words actually, we've got kali, house, shali, sand, mili, cornfield, and chili for, get this, chili. So coming down the pages, because we're looking at the sounds at the moment, I want to have a look at the grammar. The verb for see is ita, ita. So I see it would be nikita, nikita. No, sees you is mitzita, mitzita. So maybe he sees you, she sees you, mitzita, mitzita. come as a plural command. I don't know what version this is, but it's shiwalakan. Shiwalakan. I don't know what dialect that is. So moving down, we have my nose, which is no eso. No eso, apparently. Dries up is waki, waki. And then dried up is waki, waki. Dies is miki, and died is mihki, mihki. It cuts it. So kiteki, kiteki, kiteki. And in Wasteka is kiteki, kiteki for cut in the past. So cut it. There is or there are is onka, onka, onka. And you want it is tik neki, which is t-u-k, it, and then neki, want. So tik neki, tik neki, tik neki. A tree rather is kwawit, kwawit, kwawit. I have it is nihbia, nihbia. So it says here the sound K usually represents the object prefix, which means it, as in nikita, nikoni, I drink it. So nikoni. However, when it is before any consonant, it is substituted by ha in absolutely the entire Wasteka. So all of Wasteka uses that. So nikbia becomes nihbia, nihbia. Take it, carry it, goes from being nikwika to nihwika. So if it is before a consonant, it is almost always he, it seems. So it goes from being k to h. If it's before a vowel, it seems to be k, k. So with ita being see and oni, drink, it becomes nik ita, nik oni. Nihbia, I have it. Wika, I carry it. So some other bits and pieces here are walks. Probably it walks, she walks, he walks is nehnemi, nehnemi apparently. To eat something, so not to have an object is tlakwa, tlakwa, tlakwa. To leave or go out is kisa, kisa. And arrive is asi, asi, asi. Is sitting is apparently mose wichtok, mose wichtok. This is in the state of sitting, which is why the tok is used at the end of it. That tells you that it is in the state of something. So mose wichtok, he is in the state of sitting. Mose wichtok, mose wichtok. Is hanging. There seem to be two words for hanging here. I'm not entirely sure of the difference, but there's wiontok and pilintok. Wiontok, pilintok. Is asleep, so in the state of sleeping. Kochtok, kochtok, kochtok. So maybe you could say ni kochtok, ni kochtok. Or I am in the state of sitting. Ni mose wichtok. But that's only a guess. I could be wrong. Is dead is michtok. Michtok, or also miktok, miktok. That might be dialectal. A man is klakat, klakat, but it could also be klakat and takat. I think it depends again on dialect. Woman is sometimes siwat, sometimes sowat, and sometimes siwat. A girl is siwapil, sometimes sowapil, and soapil. A dog is chichi, chichi. A tree plant is kwawit or kwawit. A hill is tepet or tepet. And water is either at or at. Moving down the line here, we have ne, which is sometimes translated as the, but it doesn't really work like the, I don't believe. So, for example, the tree is really just that tree. Ne kwawik, ne kwawik. That house, ne kali, ne kali. The men, or would be those men probably. So ne tlakame, ne tlakame. And the women, or those women, would be ne sawame or ne siwame, ne siwame. Male is okich, okich, and female is siwa. So this is where you get siwame, so females. But it's not for the gender of words in a grammatical sense, apparently. So this is ni. So you got ni kalli, this house. That hill or that hill over here. It's translated as that hill over here. So demonstrative articles are following ni, ini, this, that, ne, nopa, that one over there. That's interesting because then I don't know if this is a translation error, but I was under the assumption that ni was this, ne was that, and then nopa is that which you cannot see. But yeah, it says here ni tepek, ni tepek. And then underneath it says that hill over there. It could be a translation error. So I'm just going to skip that for now. The word one, which is se, and the word ne apparently can combine to become that one over there. So nese postekti, which is that hill over there apparently. So here we go. Here are some of the words for quantity. So much or a lot of is miak, miak. So you'd use that one with uncountables like water, I believe. Miak ak, miak ak. Many would be with people. So miyaki or miyake. I'm not sure which one is the right one. Just go with miyaki for now. So miyaki. And then men would be tlakame. So miyaki, tlakame. And then you've got one or another apparently is se, se. Some or any is seki. And then plural some is seki, seki. I've also seen for, uncountables or inanimates probably, se ome to also mean some, which is 1, 2. So 1 or 2 something, probably. You've also got others, which is seok, seok. There's also other forms like siok and okse. All and every is nochi, nochi. And all, everyone, plural, is nochi, nochi. So a lot of water, miak ak, miak ak. Many women is miyake siwame. Miyake siwame. Miyake siwame. Another tortilla is se, or really a tortilla is se tlashkalli. Se tlashkalli. Another tortilla, just another really, is seok takalli. So that must be a different dialect, or okse tlakalli, tlashkalli. Okse tlashkalli. I wish they would say which dialects these words belong to, because it makes it a bit hard to know. Another dog bit me, apparently, is seyok chichi nechkwaki. Seyok chichi nechkwaki. A little air, a bit of air, apparently, is sekensi ahakat. Or in maybe Wasteka, it's achi ehekatl. Achi ehekatl. A little water is se achi akl. Se achi akl. Everything is beautiful. Nochi ya yeh yekitsi. Nochi ya yeh yekitsi. I like everything. So this one is nochi nikamati. Or in probably Wasteka, it would be Nochi nichpaktia. Nochi nichpaktia. That's the one that I've seen, paktia. So I like everything. Something like, to me, is great or something, probably. So, nochi nichpaktia. Everything. I like everything. Nochi nichpaktia. All women are beautiful. Nochi siwame. Yeh yek tsitsi. That one's a difficult one. All women are beautiful. Nochi, so all, plural. Siwame, women, plural. Yeh yek tsitsi. Are. I don't actually know what that's doing. I think maybe that's a plural adjective or adjectival form. And then all men work. Nochi takame or tlakame. Tekiti. All men work. So that is the present form with the ich ending. So that's what beautiful must be as well. The present tense with the ich, meaning it's a plural. So all men work. Nochi tlakame tekiti. Some dogs bite. Seki chichime tankechia or tekwa. Tekwa. So as you can see, the plural forms get quite complicated, and anything within the range of plurals seems to take an eh or an ich at the end. That's something that I'm going to have to be aware of going forward. So when I'm doing study for now, I'm going to focus on singular, and then I'll go to, or come to really, the plurals later when I've got a firm grasp of the singular.